I joined a Facebook group called Sons and Daughters of the Confederacy Under God. The Daughters of the Confederacy are the group that were responsible for helping to erect a lot of the Confederate statues that were put up in response to the civil rights movements.
Comedian and master internet troll Ben Palmer is at it again. And as Donald Trump would say,
we do a little trolling. It's called we do a little trolling.
Someone in the group posted a picture of a baby on top of a Confederate flag. So I commented and said, "Aw, a little slave owner baby, how cute."
absolutely brutal, but there's more.
Someone responded and said, "If you hate the Confederacy, why are you in this group?" I said, "What do you mean?" I said the baby was cute. They said, "Not all the Confederacy was about slavery. It's why the Cherokee Nation joined the Confederacy to get some land back." So I said I added the comment to the bottom of the picture so the baby has some context when it grows up. They said, "Sounds like you're a Yankee in a Confederate group, like a spy, right?" I'm actually a movie director.
Brilliant. And when Palmer isn't dunking on bigots who can't get over losing a war 200 years ago where they fought to defend slavery, Palmer goes after other right-wing groups that hold significantly more political power than fans of a failed rebellion.
I made my own Moms for Liberty website with a logo similar to the actual Moms for Liberty, and I paid for advertising for the site. So some people searching for Moms for Liberty ended up on my site where I was there to help them. Like this person who said, "How do I join? I'm banned from Facebook so can't go through the online groups. Thank you for reaching out to Moms for Liberty. I'm Robert. Sorry to hear that. How long have you been banned from Facebook?" "Since 2018. Wow, you must have been a terrorist." Yeah, I guess that's what they think. Not really, though.
Palmer isn't wrong here, as there is quite a strong argument to be made that Moms for Liberty is a DT organization, especially given their concerted effort to erase LGBTQ plus existence and inclusion from public schools and public life in general. What makes these idiots even more dangerous is their use of social media, particularly Facebook and Elon's Twitter, to boost and spread their lies about gender identity and the LGBTQ plus community as a whole, even playing a key role in fighting proposed Title IX reforms and co-opting the anti-trans sports panic that has had disastrous effects on trans youth wanting to compete in school-sponsored sports and just exist like any other child would and would want the opportunity to do. Now, with all of this in mind, let's go back to Palmer to see how this convo ends.
You could have joined regardless of whether you're a terrorist or not. Did you need help finding your local chapter? Yes, I'm in Grand Rapids. We have in-person sign-up Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the local Moms for Liberty chapter in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Then they said Grand Rapids, Minnesota. Do you have a chapter that is close? Yes, we do. Our local chapter in Grand Rapids, Minnesota is in the Chippewa National Forest, just outside of Grand Rapids. And they asked, "Where at?" "Just in the forest." They said, "That sounds weird, not sure I trust that. I thought this was a legitimate group. Sound like a fed up when you say it's in the forest. Who do I contact, a tree? How do I contact a human?" "Okay, I see you guys aren't serious. Thank you for wasting my time. You're absolutely welcome."
Palmer would then go on to send this outlandish message to an actual Moms for Liberty Facebook group, baiting one of the members to reply while simultaneously proving that these folks have no idea what they're up against.
Someone asked me to do some research on the politicians who voted against the right to contraception bill, which would make access to contraception a federal right. And in my research, I discovered Representative Chuck Wickers, who said that contraception would lead to
a proliferation of STDs.
So I pretended to be a reporter and emailed him a quote that I made up of him saying, "There are two things ruining this country, fentanyl and herpes, but not in that particular order." And he emailed back and said this quote was never said on the assembly floor. Please provide me your source. So I sent him this image of him saying it on the assembly floor. And I made an arrow with herpes on it that points to the assembly floor. But despite the herpes arrow, he kept responding and said, "You have no audio. This quote was never said. Please use primary sources." So I sent him an AI version of him saying it.
Fentanyl and herpes.
And he said again, "This is not a primary source. Wrong voice. Please review the June 21, 2023 Assembly Floor period recording published by Wisconsin Eye." So I said, "Unfortunately, we do not consider Wisconsin Eye a primary source."
Brilliant stuff, again, showing that there are more ways to fight back against these politicians trying to strip our rights away. Be sure to check out Ben on all his social media accounts, and please buy a ticket to support him on tour if and when he's coming to a town near you.